How to change habits. What is a habit? Habit is something that you keep on doing repeatedly and it occurs often unconsciously. You just happen to do the same thing again and again. Habit is very powerful because it doesn't require any effort, because it doesn't require any thought, and you keep on doing by force of habit. So it doesn't require any thinking, any action extra, any decision. No, it just happens. But life is a series of small habits. Therefore, if we can control our habits, we can ensure that they are properly aligned to our goals. They are properly adjusted to the significance of life, to the purpose of life that we consider we have. Then they are very useful. They will help us to progress. They will remove all the handicaps from our life. Now, I have written a few points. What's the background of habits? Some habits form out of routine and repetition, as I said. Some habits are also formed because often we don't want to do certain necessary activities, but we don't like to do. So it's necessary, first of all, to recognize your undesirable habits. Think of all undesirable situations in your life which is causing the problems of undesirable habits. Habits could be of three categories. One, habits of the mind. For example, if you keep on thinking on something, if you keep on worrying on something for future, or if you keep on thinking something which you have lost in the past, so that's a kind of habit which is negative thinking of the mind. It's a total waste, plus it definitely tells upon your health. So one has to eradicate and take some corrective measures. Second is habit of consumption. For example, if you consume a lot of alcohol, or you smoke, or you do any such things, or even you sleep more, you are lazy. So these are habits which don't allow us to use our time fully, and therefore they have to be eradicated. Lastly, there is habit of behavior and conduct. Nail biting is a bad habit. Fidgeting while somebody is there is a bad habit. If you are making a speech and you are just oscillating on your legs, it's a bad habit. And if you are not courteous to people, or if you lose temper on small things, those are also bad habits which need to be avoided. Now you got to determine the motivating factors. What actually motivates you to carry on those habits? Evidently, when there is a motivation and you perform, you carry out, you action that, there has to be some reward. It may not be tangible reward. It may just be in your mind. For example, if you are avoiding something which you don't like to do, the very fact that you have avoided, you have not spent time, it gives you some kind of satisfaction that you didn't like to do and you have not done it. That is the reward. Smoking, you feel some kind of satisfaction. That is the reward. So you have to identify what are the determining factors, what are the triggers of those habits which you want to avoid. Some common reasons of the bad habits are trying to catch attention, seeking pleasure, gratification, excitement, comfort, validation, avoidance, and lack of consequences. You do something and you are sure that nothing will happen. While in your mind you know it is not something okay, it is not something which is expected of you. But because you are sure there won't be any consequences, you go ahead. Bad behavior sometimes is also due to others, due to fear, or because others create problems for us, and as a reaction there is a bad behavior. Or it's just your own needs. For example, for small needs, you don't conduct yourself elegantly. You don't bother, and you go ahead with doing something which you know you shouldn't do. Identify the triggers. Become more aware of your thoughts. Become more aware of your feelings. Because before they become habit, there are certain thoughts, feelings, those are the triggers which goad you to do something again and again against your conscience, and then it becomes your habit. Commit to change. Decide that you are going to change. Announce it to people. Seek help from friends, family members. Don't hesitate. That will also help. Work hard to break the bad habits. Yes, it's difficult, but it is worth it. In your effort to change your habits, you can also do the following. If you have set your goals, ensure that those goals are SMART goals: specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and finally time bound. And if you focus on your SMART goals, your bad habits will not have time, and the pressure or the desire or the trigger of these goals and working for these goals will also be deterrent to your bad habits. Put barriers in place. That means you should not be easily accessible to everybody. When you are accessible to everyone, people take it for granted that you won't object. And the moment they take it for granted that you won't object, they'll interfere. Distract yourself with your healthy habits. Find out what good habits you want to develop. And whenever out of routine, out of habit, you're doing something which you know that you shouldn't do. One productive, good habit will also create opportunities for smaller ones. Write down, journal, or talk to your friends. Instead of giving in for the craving, because once you do something which you know you shouldn't do, it's a kind of craving, and your friends can definitely help. Be vocal with them, be free with them. Expose whatever you are covering for. When you are involved in some bad habits, then you try to cover it. Don't cover it. Let it be exposed. You'll feel bad once, but then it will be deterrent for the second time. Push yourself in small, inconvenient situations. Small discomforts. Go ahead. Face it. All the people are not totally comfortable. Get out of your comfort zone. That is necessary. Now, making a lasting change. Replace bad habits with good ones consciously and ensure that you remain focused on this change. Develop a keynote habit. One keynote habit, for example, if you start getting up early in the morning and then follow some routine. Accept support. We should not hesitate to accept support. If we accept support, it will make our task easy. But likewise, you help others so that you don't feel that you are only taking help from others. Celebrate small victories. Anything small that you have done, which you feel you have done nicely, have some kind of celebration in your mind. Celebration by sharing with your family or friends. Avoid temptation. Do whatever you can. Don't give in for temptations. Don't forget that it's a long-term process. This is something which you must remember, because if you are looking for results in a short time, it will not happen and you will feel frustrated.